The sun timidly rose on the horizon, painting the sky in golden and purple hues. The red flags of the palace fluttered in the wind as a silent crowd gathered in the central square. Kneeling at the center of the stone platform was a monk in simple robes, his posture upright, exuding an air of unwavering calm under the morning light. His face was serene, devoid of any trace of fear. He had been sentenced to death for treason. His crime? Daring to challenge the king's power and reminding the people of an ancient truth, one that rulers had silenced over the centuries. The king, seated on his elevated throne, watched him with narrowed eyes. There was something unsettling about this man. The way he did not tremble, did not protest, did not even show a hint of resentment. The soldiers awaited the command to carry out the execution, but first, as tradition dictated, the condemned man had the right to his final words. Silence enveloped the square as the monk lifted his gaze to the crowd. There were children, peasants, merchants, and even monks from the great temples who viewed him as a traitor. He took a deep breath, feeling the cool morning air in his lungs, and then he smiled. "You have forgotten." The phrase hung in the air like a feather on the wind. The crowd exchanged puzzled glances. The king furrowed his brow. "You have forgotten that the Buddha left nothing to be kept, only to be lived." Murmurs spread through the gathering. Some monks exchanged uneasy looks. The path is not in the scriptures you read. It is not in the statues you adorn with gold. It is not in the temples you build and call sacred. His voice was calm, yet it cut through the silence like a blade. The path is here now, in the sound of the wind, in the weight of the suffering you carry, in the compassion you deny others. It is in the beggar you ignore, in the enemy you hate, in the fear you feel when you face death. The king leaned forward, visibly disturbed. You have turned enlightenment into a distant idea, something to be attained after years of devotion, after countless rituals, after endless prostrations. But the Buddha, he never taught that. The crowd's eyes were fixed on him. Even the soldiers, who were supposed to prepare for the execution, seemed momentarily frozen in place. When they asked the Buddha what he was, he did not say, "a god" or "a prophet." He said, "I am awake." The monk paused, letting his words sink deep into the minds of those present. "And now I ask you, are you awake?" The silence was crushing. The king swallowed hard. The temple monks lowered their heads. Some citizens, once indifferent, now appeared shaken, as if a long-lost memory had been revived. The executioner hesitated. He had never hesitated before. Then, before anyone could stop him, the monk closed his eyes and laughed. A calm laughter, free of fear, free of attachment. And in the next instant, his laughter ceased. But his final question remained. That night, monks in the temples began to debate its meaning. Peasants started reflecting on life differently. And the king, restless, dreamed of the monk's face for many nights. In the end, the man condemned to death had revived a teaching that centuries had buried. Many times, we seek answers in the wrong places, while enlightenment and true understanding are within our reach in the present. In daily life, we worry about rules, status, and external achievements, forgetting that true awakening happens within us, in the way we live each moment. The teaching the monk left us challenges us to look at our own lives and ask, are we truly awake? Are we living with awareness, compassion, and authenticity? Or are we merely following imposed patterns without questioning them? This reflection can be applied to our lives by cultivating greater presence, avoiding being consumed by the past, or anxious about the future. We can practice compassion, detachment, and genuine attention to what is happening now. After all, as the monk reminded us, the path is not in scriptures or dogmas, but in how we choose to live each day. If this video meant something to you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts about the story in the comments. We truly appreciate your feedback.